Are we ready? Yes, sir.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, you can continue.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, Brigadier. Now, Brigadier, I listened very carefully to your evidence as it related to accused number one, though I missed certain items here and there. But would I be correct that the trigger point that actually led to accused number one being approached with the allegations that is facing now here, it was the information that the investigating team obtained from Constable Zungu?
Athikadalelele kufakazi bakho ke ummeli mayelana nodaba oluquketha nomhlambo olumayelana nomsola wokuqala ku mayelana neintsolo abamthusa zona mhlawumbe amacala amthusa wona ukuthi iqembu leli labaseshi becala futhi umnumzana ke uZungu Can you please come again, Counsel? Advocate Munisi, can you please come again?
I'm saying, when I followed the trajectory of the evidence that was presented against accused number one, am I correct to understand it that the trigger point, in other words, the source information that led the investigating team to approach accused number one was Constable Zungu?
Athi malana nodaba olwaphoqa ekuthizeni nofakazi obaphoqa ekuthizeni ugcine bethola komsola wokuqala lwaqhamuka nomnumzana ke uZungu.
So yes, my lord, insofar as what led us to accuse number one, it was Constable Zungu when they approached the office of the National Commissioner. But the trigger point was really when this matter was committed, because then a crime was committed and evidence it needed to be investigated. So that's where everything started. Zungu comes in later to lead the investigation to a certain direction, my lord.
Athi nanoma kunjalo ke yebo kunjalo ke phaka umnumzana uZungu ufike ngemuva kokuthi ke lapho ke ubugebengu bebisele benziwe ke lapho ke ngesikhathi kade naye umunye wabaseshi becala.
So if we're to take out that aspect of the commission of a crime, am I correct to understand it the way in which I'm understanding it? That what led you to approach Sibia, it was because of information that you got from Zungu?
Athi ngabe uqinisile yini ukuthi ekuthizeni igcinile bebopha komsola wokuqala umayelana nolwazi olaqhamuka lohamba noma olaqhamuka kumnumzana uZungu?
You are correct in that sense, my lord.
Athi yebo uqinisile lolu hlangothi lolo.
Thank you. Now you got introduced to Constable Zungu by Brigadier Perumal or Colonel Perumal, but I think the surname is Perumal, not so.
Athi lapho ke bakwazisa kumnumzana uZungu usazwa lapho kumnumzana uPerumal uma bize kahle isilungu sakhona.
No, that's not so. I was introduced by Constable Zungu by the National Commission himself. So actually his PA, because how it unfolded, my lord, I received a call from the National Commission, that is now the retired General Sitole, who was the National Commissioner then, to say there is an individual with information regarding this matter. I made my way to the National Office, and then subsequently then I was introduced to Constable Zungu. So it is the former National Commissioner and not Brigadier Perumal.
Athi cha akusinjalo ke lapho ngoba na wathola ke ucingo liqhamuka lapho ku National Commissioner okuyena owamshela ke ucingo wathi khona ke ulwazi abanalo ke malana necala leli ke phecelezi kepha lapho ngesikhathi afika lapho ke futhi u National Commissioner lo sele athatha ke umhlala phansi wakhe ke noma uthatha upension wakhe akasasebenzi ke futhi uyena ke owamtshela ukuthi na umlisi othizeni bambiza ukuthi uZungu.
So if I'm were to understand you well is that the National Commissioner gave you a call and said, I've got an individual here who's calling, or I've got Constable Zungu here. He seems to have information with regard to the case that I tasked you to go and investigate.
Athi yosho ukuthi uma kuzwa kahle ukuthi wona kuthola ucingo uqhamuka ku National Commissioner ekutshela ukuthi kunomlisa uthizeni Constable Zungu ekutshela ukuthi futhi uConstable Zungu unolwazi analo mayelana necala leli kade acela ukuthi hambo uyolisesha.
My Lord, as much as I cannot quote him word for word, but the essence of the message was that, exactly that there was a member there who has information about the suspects involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. And then I made arrangements that I will make my way to the national office. And that's how I met Constable Zungu, my Lord.
Athi nanoma angeke asho amagama phecelezi lawa awakhuluma ke uNational Commissioner ke lapho ke kepha ke yena ke washo uyavuma ukuthi yebo wathola ucingo liqhamuka ku National Commissioner emtshela ukuthi kunomlisa uthizeni athi unolwazi melana necala leli ke lapho ke uthi yena bese wenza ke inhlelo zokuthi ke ahambe ayohlangana naye.
So you, if I'm following what you're saying, you made arrangements, you went to see Zuma, Constable Zungu, and you met him at the office of the National Commissioner.
Athi uma akuzwa kahle ukuthi wona ke wenza inhlelo ke fakazi bese ngemuva kwalokho ke wahamba wavakasha kuma office National Commissioner lapho ke la wahlangana khona ke no Constable Zungu.
Yes, but it was a spontaneous process, my Lord. So when I said I made arrangements, what I meant is that I speak to the National Commission, then I arrange with his PA, because I couldn't say the National Commission must wait with the person, that I will be coming to the office, and that is how now I was introduced by the PA of the National Commission. But the arrangement, the discussion was between me and the National Commission, but it was a continuous process. He calls me and I said, Nakom, I'm coming over now. And then I started moving to Pretoria. At that time, we were sitting at this building, the Telkom Towers. That's where the National Commission was sitting at the time, my Lord.
Uyasho ukuthi khona njalo umhlangano lo wahlela ke iPA noma mhlawumbe umsizi ke ka National Commissioner lapho ke okuyena wahlela umhlangano wakhe ke ufakazi futhi nomnumzana uConstable Zungu ke ngesikhathi belemshayela futhi athi uyakhumbula kahle ukuthi wamshayela ucingweni usophinda ucingo lapho ke bezothi uyokwenza ke amahlelo ukuthi ke noma inhlelo zokuthi kafike lapho ke kuma office National Commissioner ke athi ngesikhathi leso uyakhumbula kahle futhi ukuthi ama office lawo ke kade la ePretoria ku building ku Belidi lase Telkom.
Thank you. Now, again, when I followed your testimony at the inception of the at the inception of the appointment of the investigating team here, it seemed to me that you were not the only person that was requested to form part of this investigation. So other members were also requested to assist, whether you assisting them or them assisting you, but you to assist each other in the investigation of this matter. Not so.
Athi ngabe siqiniso yini ekuzeni kade kungasiwe kuphela kade usesha icala lekepha kade kukhona nabanye ke bezesiphoyisa mhlawumbe iqembu lezesiphoyisa ke la kade belicela khona ukuthi linesizane khona ke thizeni sesha icala leli.
It is correct, my Lord, that I was not the only one, but the lines of assisting or the lines of engagement were very clear. It's command and control. The most senior person that was there at the time was myself at the level of a full colonel. And I was appointed as the lead investigating officer by the National Commission then, and I was the senior one. Lieutenant Colonel, the other members were all juniors. Lieutenant Colonel Ramohala was a lieutenant colonel. I was a full colonel. Buthelezi was a captain at the time. She has since now become a lieutenant colonel, but at that time she was a captain. And then Mr. Makubo was a warrant officer at that time. So in terms of that rank structure, my Lord, the most senior person was me, and as such I was appointed as the lead investigating officer, but also leading by means of a rank, seniority.
Athi yebo kunjalo kepha ukhumbule khona ukuthi kade kuyena ke lapho kade amkhulu ke mhlawumbe induna kade khona ke kubo bonke laba kade asho amagama wabo ke abo Ramohulu lapho ke. abo Ramohulu, abo Buthelezi, abo Captain Makhubu ukuthi yena ke kade kuyena ke bayakhokhela iqembu lelo ke lokusesha ke icala ngoba bona mana nekhundla zabo kade bengaphansi kuyena ke ufakazi.
And subsequently, the team, the cold case team members who also then form part of this investigation, that is now Sergeant Mohole and Mohane, they were also junior in terms of seniority, my lord.
Yasuthi futhi kunabanye ababajobelela kule qembu labo noma ababafaka noma bengeza kule qembu labo abo Mohole abo Mohale.
That's my response, my lord.
Athina ke incazelo yakhe ke leyo.
Thank you. Now, upon receipt of the invitation from the then National Commissioner, did you by chance inform the other members who were part of the investigating team, Ramohali, Buthelezi, and Makhubu, that you have been requested to have a meeting with the that is, you are requested to a meeting, or you have a meeting with the National Commissioner, just out of courtesy?
Athi manje imalana nodaba lokuthi kade unomhlangano ke futhi no National Commissioner ngabe wabatshela yini abanye futhi labo kade usebenza nabo ngaphansi kweqembu lakho ke abo Ramohale, abo Buthelezi futhi nabo Makhoba?
I don't recall exactly, my lord, but if I did tell someone, I think it may have been Colonel Ramohala, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, it happened some time ago. I wouldn't be able to remember specifically, my lord.
Athi ngeke besakhumbula kahle ke umcabango ogcwele lapho ukuthi ngabe mhlamba waxhumana nabanye ka asada sebenza labo ngaphansi kwesikhusi mhlamba ngaphansi iqembu lakhe lelo kusesha ke icala kepha athi uma ngabe icabanga kahle mhlamba ikhumbula kahle ke ucabanga ukuthi mhlamba wakhuluma no Colonel Ramohala.
Thank you. Now, you went to the office of the National Commissioner and who was here at the Telecom Towers. Did you find Zungu?
Bathi manje kwahamba waya kuma office ke we National Commissioner kade khona lapha ke Telecom Tower kuma bhilidi we Telecom Towers. Umbuzo ukuthi ngabe wamthola yini uConstable Zungu lapho ke?
Yes, my lord.
Athi yebo ngamthola.
Thank you. Now, I take it for the National Commissioner to have informed you that there's a person who has got information about the case that it tasked you to investigate. Zungu must have said something to the National Commissioner, not so?
Athi ke lapho ke
That's just common logic.
athi imbangela ukuthi wena kubizwe lapho ke office lika National Commissioner ukuthi uZungu ngabe kade anolwazi kade analo malana necala leli kade uliphenya noma ulisesha ke?
Yes, logic dictates, my lord, that he might have said something, but how deep and what is the content of the discussion, I won't be able to say that. In other words, I can't say the brief he gave me is the brief he gave to the National Commission. He could have said, I've got information about this matter, and NATCOM then refers him to me because he knows I'm dealing with this matter. So I don't know the contents, except to say, yes, he would have said he's got information about his knowledge about the suspects involved in this matter, but how deep or how involved they went with the National Commissioner, I won't be able to answer that, my lord.
Athi yebo ngathi ungakhonakala ukuthi yebo mhlambe khona ke inkulumo ke egcwele mhlambe yebo igcwele ayikhuluma uZungu futhi no National Commissioner kepha yena akanalo ulwazi ukuthi ngabe bakhuluma ngani ke kepha uthi yena ke lapho ke bamcela ukuthi cela ukuthi eze ke lapho ke office National Commissioner ngoba ke kade ke kuyena ke kade ehola ke iqembu leli lokusesha ke icala leli.
And further, you wouldn't really know what were the circumstances that led to Zungu meeting the National Commissioner or the National Commissioner meeting Zungu.
Athi ke lapho uzosazi ke isimo esaphoqa athi zeni uZungu ahlangane no National Commissioner noma uNational Commissioner ahlangane noZungu.
I'm not sure if I will know that, my lord. What I know is that I was told there's an individual at the office of NATCOM as to, I don't understand perhaps the question. Is it, do I know the circumstances now after investigation as to how we got there, or did I know at the time? I don't follow maybe the question, my lord.
Athi akawuzwisisi kahle kumbuzo ukuthi ngabe mhlambi yini isathu samphoqa ukuthi afika lapho kuma office aseNATCOM noma ngesikhathi leso noma ngesikhathi samanje akawuqondile kahle umbuzo lo.
Let me put it this way. Do you know the circumstances which led to the meeting between the National Commissioner then and Zungu?
athi-ke ngabe mhlawumbe unalo ulwazi ukuthi ngabe isimo sinjani noma isikhathi kungaphansi kwesimo sasiphiqa kanjani ukuthi uZungu ahlangane no-National Commissioner lo osebathatha umhlalaphansi wami upension wakhe?
Yes, my lord. What I know is that he wanted to share the information with the National Commissioner because it seems he was not getting through, from what I understand, in terms of sharing the information. So it seems, and I'm talking under correction, but my recollection is that it may have come up between the discussion with him and General Lishabane, and I stand under correction, my lord, but it was flowing from passing that information and the dangers that were involved, that he ended up meeting, or rather going to the National Commission, and then subsequently I was called. But I was not part of that arrangement, so, what I'm saying, my lord, could be wrong, so I'm trading careful, because what I know is that I was called, and I can testify about what kicked off from there moving forward. The other part I can just speculate, my lord.
Athi akazi-ke isimo esaphoqa-ke kuthizeni into uZungu agcine efika ngaphansi kwamahhovisi we-National Commissioner, kepha-ke lapho-ke mhlawumbe yena basaba ubungozi becala mhlawumbe ukukhuseleka kwakhe, mhlawumbe yebo ukukhuseleka kwakhe-ke lapho-ke, kepha yasho ukuthi khona njalo yena-ke lapho-ke uma mhlawumbe engaqinisile bangaze babuye futhi bamlungiseke, kepha yena athi angakhuluma angaletha ufakazi bakhe-ke ngesikhathi edubelishayela kucingo uqhubeke uhamba ubheka phambili ukuthi yini enze ngaphambi ukuthi wamshayele-ke lapho-ke uthi akazi ukuthi yisimo isikhathi ngaphansi kwesimo esinjani.
Now, you're meeting with Constable Zungu at the office of the National Commissioner. Zungu, then what transpired?
Bathi-ke manje so lapha kuma-office ase-National Commissioner wahlangana-ke no-Constable Zungu, ngabe yini eyenzeka ngemuva ukuthi uhlangane naye?
He gave the information, my lord, about accused 1 and 2, but also then makes mention of his father, and that led to the arrangement of me requesting that the father must be present to corroborate what he was saying.
Athi lapho-ke wakhuluma mayelana nomsolo wokuqala futhi nomsolo wesibili futhi nobabakhe, bese bona bazama inhlelo ukuthi ubaba wakhe naye futhi abe khona-ke lapho-ke.
Thank you. Then, subsequent to this information, you then went on with your corroboration process in order to authenticate what told you, not so?
Athi ngemuva-ke kololu lwazi akunikeze lona-ke wena-ke wenza lapho-ke uqiniseke ukuthi uhlanganisa konke lokhu akade akutshela ngakho kuthizeni uthole-ke icala leli.
Yes, that led us, my lord, in essence, to the 17th of November 2019, where Zungu's father came, brought by Constable Zungu, and the statement was then disposed. That implicated accused 1 and 2 in this matter. This is now from the father of Constable Zungu.
Athi yebo khona-ke lapho-ke kunjalo-ke ngoba uConstable Zungu wafika futhi hamba nobabakhe noma mhlawumbe waletha kubabakhe lapho-ke ngelanga lange-17 ngenyanga kaNovemba-ke ngomnyaka 2019 bese wabhala-ke isitatimende lapho-ke.
You say the father made a statement implicating accused number 1 and 2.
That is correct. On the 17th of November 2019, my lord.
Uthize ubabakhe wabhala isitatimende lapho-ke kade akhuluma khona-ke ngomsolo wokuqala futhi nomsolo wesibili, athi yebo kunjalo wasibhala isitatimende laso-ke ngelanga lange-17 ngenyanga kaNovemba-ke ngomnyaka ka-2019.
Thank you. I'm not so sure whether you will recall the date on which you met Zungu at the office of the National Commissioner. If you do, you can just inform the court about it.
Athi akanaso isiqiniseko semhlawumbe ngabe usakhumbula yini ilanga la owahlangana ngalo nomnumzana uConstable Zungu kumahhovisi we-National Commissioner osele wathatha upension wakhe?
No, I do not recall, my lord.
Athi cha ngisalikhumbuleke ilanga lelo.
But it was certainly a date before the 17th of November 2019, and so?
Usuthi akusinjalo ukuthi kade kuyilanga kade lingaphambili kulanga lange-17 zakaNovember ngomnyaka 2019.
It is so, my lord. It was actually much earlier in the year. I just can't place a specific date, but it was before June. It was between June, January, and maybe even May, my lord. So it was around the first term, if you call it in court terms. So it was around that time, my lord.
athi yebo kunjalo kepha-ke cathi mhlawumbe kade kuphakathi kwenyanga kaMarch noma uMay lapho-ke kepha kade kungaphambi kwenyanga kaJune yomnyaka lowo-ke.
Thank you. Now, very briefly, what is it that Zungu told you about accused number 1, number 2, and his father?
Bathi nje ngomnciphile ngabe yini le uZungu wakutshela yona-ke mayelana nomsola wokuqala nomsola wesibili futhi nobaba wakhe?
My lord, it was very short. Zungu was, at the time, he told me about his father witnessing a dispute between the families or some of the family members of accused 1 and 2. That's my recollection. That was the essence of it. And in that dispute or argument, it was then made mention that accused 1 and 2 are involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. And that is the information that the father witnessed, and then he communicated that information with his son, who is a police officer. And that's so it flew from there. And subsequently, then I met the father, who then corroborated that part to say there was a dispute, he witnessed this, but he's not saying for the fact that they were involved, he's simply narrating what he heard. And then the names of accused 1 and 2 were mentioned, my lord.
Umnumzana ke ubaba kaZungu ke into engitshela ukuthi ke lapho ke na ke kade yakhona ke kade kuwufakazi phakathi kwengxoxo mpikiswano mhlawumbe yebo phakathi kwengxoxo mpikiswano kade khona ke phakathi komndeni kaMsola oqala futhi nomsola wesibili ke yena ke uJuwezwa lapho ngesikhathi kade komndeni uxoxa lapho ke noma kade uphikisana khona ke lapho ukuthi izini ke umsola oqala nomsola wesibili futhi washo namagama wabo ke lapho ke kulengxoxo mpikiswano kade khona ke lapho ke ekuzini ke banesandla ekulaleni ke uSenzo Meyiwa futhi leyo into ayitshela kuZungu njengoba uZungu ade kuyiphoyisa ke bese kuZungu wenza kamahlelo ukuthi ahambe ke utshela ke abantu basemthethweni.
Is there anything further that you
No,
said?
no. My recollection at the time, my lord, and I'm not quoting Vivian, I'm saying the summary, the essence. If I was to summarize, that was the flow of the discussion. Hence, there was a request from me to him that he should then arrange his father so that I can take the discussion forward. And subsequently, the father was arranged on the 17th of November 2019. And that's when he disposed an affidavit. This is now the father. And what he said is contained in that affidavit, Mr. Absalom Zungu.
Athi nje ngokunciphile ke lapho yiyo ke inkulumo yabo kade benayo ke ngelanga lelo ke futhi bese wenza ke inhlelo zokuthi ke umnumzana ke uZungu alekhe kubaba ke lapho ke kuyena ke ekhizena zokhonta ukukhuluma naye phansi isahambisa ngofakazi lo kade akhuluma lapho ke futhi ubaba ka Constable Zungu ke lapho ke wabhala ke statement sakhe ngaphansi kohlelo lo affidavit ke lapho ke istatement yaso kade athi sikhona la ngaphambi kwesenkantolo.
Thank you. So, in essence, what was discussed in that day is to the effect that Zungu told you that my father told me that there was a situation where there was a dispute, whatever the dispute was, that involved amongst the things that were said in the content of that dispute, it emerged that accused number 1 and 2 were involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. If I'm just trying to paraphrase what you just said now.
Athi uma ibusela ke inkulumo yakho kodwa ukhuluma manje ukuthi kade kukhona kungabone ngasonya phakathi kwalabantu mhlawumbe ngabe noma phakathi kwale mindeni emibili bese ke imindeni emibili ke yasho khona njalo ukuthi ke umsola wokuqala futhi umsola wesibili ke banesandla ekuthizeni ke kushona mhlawumbe abulaleke uSenzo Meyiwa.
In essence, my lord, like I said, I can't recall it verbatim, but that is the essence of what was happening. One of the accused of both may even have been involved, if I recall what Constable Zungu said. But the essence of it, when Mr. Absalom Zungu came and he disposed an affidavit, he did confirm that there was this dispute, and in the discussion, when the tempers were high, it was then made mention that the 2 accused may have been involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa.
Thank you.
athi ngeke kakhumbule amagama ke ngendlela eqondile noma amagama akade akhulunywa ngoqondile lapho ke kepha kuyasho khona njalo ukuthi lapho ke indaba lena yaqhamuka ngesikhathi kade khona kungaboni ngasonya phakathi kwemindeni emibili ke ngesikhathi beneqompikiswana lapho ke kula khona ke waqhamuka khona ke udaba lokuthi ke umsola uqala futhi nomsola wesibili banesandla ekubulaleni ke uSenzo Meyiwa futhi yilokho babakaZungu owakhuluma ngaphansi kohlelo lakho le-affidavit.
So, in brief, Zungu approached the office of the National Commissioner, who in turn called you to tell him, Zungu, now meaning him is Zungu, narrating this information to the National Commissioner about information that he received from his father.
Ngokugcwele ukuthi lapho ke umnumzana Constable Zungu ke wahamba waya kumahhovisi ke we-National Commissioner wamtshela malana nodaba mhlawumbe nolwazi kade alutholile uqhamuka kubabakhe.
No, but my lord, I can't say that. I was not there. This is what I've said. I do not know what Constable Zungu discussed with the National Commissioner, so I don't know the details of their discussion, except to say when the former National Commissioner called me, was say there is a person, a member, who has information about the suspect involved in this case. That's it. It didn't take it any further to say this is what they've discussed or not discussed. So I do not know what they've discussed, if they did discuss even for that matter, my lord.
Athi cha enakufakazi uyaxolisa ngoba akanalo ulwazi ukuthi ngabe kade bekhuluma ngani ke lapho ke umnumzana Constable Zungu futhi ne-National Commissioner osilo thatha upension wakhe lapho ke emsebenzini wakhe ke kepha yena ke ngesikhathi kade kafika lapho ke wamtshela ukuthi bamtshele ocingweni ukuthi kunomlisa uthizini osebenza ngaphansi kwesiphoyisa ke athi unolwazi mayelana nabasolwa abanesandla ke noma yebo abanesandla ekuthizini babulale kuSenzo Meyiwa noma abanesandla kulicala leli kade yena ufakazi alisesha.
Thank you, Brigadier. On the same vein, when you had a conversation with Zungu, it transpired that he told you, or he reported to you about information that he received from his father about people who might be involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa.
Ukuthi kusho ukuthi ngesikhathi kade kunenkulumo no Constable Zungu ukuthi batshela ukuthi nake unolwazi malana nabantu noma mhlawumbe nabasolwa abakade kube nesandla ekuthizeni babulale uSenzo Meyiwa.
That's correct, my lord.
Athi yebo kuyiqiniso.
Thank you. Now, in order to confirm that which you heard from Constable Zungu, you then arranged for the father to come and make an affidavit, a sworn affidavit, in which happened on the 17th of November 2019. And indeed, according to you, the father confirmed that.
Ekwenzeni isiqiniseko salokho ukuthi wena ke wenza ke inhlelo zokuthi ubaba kaMnumzana Constable Zungu ke lapho ke khona ke lapho ke uhlangane naye. Ngemuva noma ngesikhathi uhlangana naye bese yena kwabhala i-affidavit ebhala ngaphansi kwesifungo. Ngabe kusinjalo?
So the affidavit, the arrangements for the father, my lord, were made by Constable Zungu. I simply made a request to say I need to see the father. It took some time from that time to the time when the father came to dispose such an affidavit. That's the first part, my lord.
Athi ke iphuzo oqala ke lapho ke umnumzana uZungu owahlela ekuthizeni ke alethe ubaba wakhe. Futhi lokho kwenzeka ngemuva kwesikhathi eside ekuthizeni ubaba kazobhala uhlelo lafidavit elibhala ngaphansi kwesifungo.
And then the confirmation by the father was to an extent of mentioning accused 1 and 2 as the people that he was implicating in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa.
Athi imbangela noma mhlawumbe isikhangiso esadlala ubaba kaZungu ukuthi asitshele malana nenkulumo akade ayizwile ngesikhathi kade khona inkompikiswano phakathi kwemindeni emibili malana nomsola oqala futhi nomsola wesibili ukuthi bona ke banesandla ekubaleni ke ekushoneni kukaSenzo Meyiwa.
Yes, that's how it unfolded, my lord.
Athi yona ke ndlela ekwaqhamuka ngayo ke noma kwenzeka ngayo ke izinto leyo ke.
Now, you saying the affidavit was made by Constable Zungu. Which affidavit are you referring to? An affidavit that was made by Constable Zungu before Farah came to make an affidavit.
Pardon?
And I'm sorry. All right, what's your name again?
Mr. Mtsanga.
Msanga.
Mtsanga.
Msanga.
Mzanga.
Mzanga.
Yes, sir.
It's M-Z-A.
It's
Yes.
M-D-Z-A-N-G-A.
It's M what?
M-D-Z-A-N-G-A.
Or Mzanga.
Yes.
Okay, no, thanks, Mr. Mzanga. Now, you are saying, after your meeting with Constable Zungu, there was an affidavit that was made by Constable Zungu because the affidavit that his father made took some time after you had met with Constable Zungu. I don't know if I got you clear there.
Athi akanaso isiqiniseko ukuthi ngabe uzwe kahle ke lapho ukuthi izeke ngemuva ukuhlangana noConstable Zungu ke umnumzana uConstable Zungu wabhala uhlelo affidavit phela ngaphansi kwesifungo ngaphandle ukuthi uhlangane nobaba wakhe ngelanga lenge-19 noma.
No, that's not what I've said. I've said the arrangements were made between myself and Constable Zungu, my lord, for his father.
Yes.
And it took time from the first meeting we had, and subsequently in between, I know that there were calls and there were events that led to the arrangements of the, even before the 17th of November, there were meetings that were arranged even in the month of November, and that is where Brigadier Perumal comes in. But I won't go there because Advocate Mnisi has not gone there. Now, the first affidavit that we've got that implicates, this is now a statement under oath, that implicates accused 1 and 2, was disposed by his father, Mr. Absalom Zungu. Constable Zungu made an affidavit, I think in 2023, much later. The first affidavit that we had was from his father, and it's dated 17 November 2019.
Athi ke lapho ke ngemuva kokuthi ahlangane noConstable Zungu kuma office Financial Commissioner ke lapho ke kade khona ukuxhumana ocingweni kade kukhona ke phakathi kwakhe nomnumzana Constable Zungu ikhathi eziningi ke lapho ke noma ihlandlo eziningi ke lapho ke kepha ke umnumzana Constable Zungu yena ke i-affidavit yakhe ayibhala ngaphansi kwesifungo ke wayibhala ngomnyaka ka-2023 ngemuva kwezinyanga ke eziningi lapho ke kepha i-affidavit abayibhala lapho ke wayibhala baba kaZungu ke yabhala baba kaZungu ke ngelanga lange-19 ngenyanga ka-November ke ngomnyaka ka-2019 la kade aqala khona ke malana nento kade ayibonile kade kuwufakazi wayo lapho ngesikhathi kade ke imendele emibili ke ingaboni ngasonye mhlawumbe kade benengqompikiswano khona ke lapho.
But on this meeting, there's nothing else that Zungu said except to refer to you what his father told him.
Bathi malana nomhlangano lona ushithi ayikho ke enye into nayikhuluma nomnumzana Constable Zungu ngaphandle kolwazi kade analo alithola kubaba wakhe.
Yes, no, nothing, my lord. But it was also not to say this is the only information. The content was not driven to that discussion to say, is this the only thing we know? So I relied on what he was telling me, and I moved on that part. So yes, that was what we discussed. But the follow-up question is to say, was this the only knowledge he had? We didn't go there because I was flowing from what he was telling me, my lord, and he was referring me to his father, and subsequently then I followed the father, my lord.
Athi yebo khona kunjalo kepha akafuni ukuthi yilo kuphela ulwazi noma mhlambe inkulumo abanayo leyo ke kepha kuyasho khona njalo ukuthi lapho khona ke mhlambe wakhuluma ke lapho ke futhi bese wakusala ke emuva lokho malana nobaba wakhe umnumzana uZungu ngoba uyena kade anolwazi kodwa liqhamukile.
Brigadier, we need to be very, very cautious about the usage of the terms. I didn't say knowledge. I said the only thing that he said to you.
Athi akathizanga ke ulwazi kepha uthi inkulumo awayikhuluma nawe ngabe yiyo le kuphela noma.
I'm listening. I heard the statement, my lord. I'm not sure. Should I answer? I'm not sure, my lord. But I hear what the Mnisi is saying.
Athi yakuzwa ke mnumzana Mnisi kepha akazi ukuthi mhlambi kade umtshela maka kade ulinde ukuthi aphendule kule nkulumo leyo ke.
I am saying, I didn't say to you whether you asked him if he had some other knowledge except what he told you on this day. I only said to you, is this the only thing that he said to you on this day?
Athi ke ummeli akakubuzile ukuthi wena ke mhlambi yilo ulwazi lolo nalikhuluma ngelanga lelo ke mhlambi kade nalo olunye ulwazi kade analo mayelana nodaba lolu noma mhlambi inkulumo eneqiniso kulokho akutshela khona kuphela.
Yes, this is the only part that we discussed, my lord.
athi lona phuzu leli sakhuluma ngalo ke
With your investigative experience, did you try to find out anything from him personally? If beyond this, that's now where the knowledge comes in. If beyond what he told you, is there anything that he would know about what could have happened to Senzo?
Manje ke malana neminyaka ke onayo isipiliyoni ngaphansi kwesiphoyisa futhi usesha ke amacala ke ngingabona ukaze umbuzo ukuthi mhlambe yilo lolu kuphela ulwazi analo malana nokushona kukaSenzo.
No, my lord, it was not necessary. You have someone who goes to the office of the National Commissioner who says, I have this information, and he give you the name. I don't think, in my experience, that you will then want to subject that person to an interrogation or to a view that now you want to dig on him. He came forward on his own and is narrating. He was not compelled at that time. He came forward and said, this is what I've heard. I've heard this thing from my father. And when I asked for his assistance insofar as getting his father, he was willing and working with us. Now, that is a different approach when you interview a suspect or a person whom you think has a knowledge in your matter, but you already led to him. This is the person who's coming forward. So you take what you're having, not wanting to discourage the person to subject such a person to perhaps some type of the question that Advocate Nisi is asking me now. So I didn't ask him a lot. He was cooperating. He gave me the information voluntarily, and I felt that I can work with him in terms of what he was giving me.
Athi cha kade ngabalekile ekuthizeni yena ke ambuze ke imibuzo lapho ke umnomzana Costa Uzungu kepha ke okade kubalekile ukuthi kathole kolwazi lolu kade alalela mhlawumbe ade lethe uConstable Uzungu ke lapho ke futhi umnomzana Constable Uzungu wamlekelela noma wamsiza ekuthizeni enza kamahlelo uhlelo ukuthi ahlangane ubrigadier ke ahlangane nobaba wakhe uConstable Uzungu ke ukuthi baba wakhe nguyena kade anolwazi ke lolu kade afisa ukuthi alwazi noma mhlawumbe alithole ke lapho ke futhi asho ukuthi malana nodaba isipilo leminyaka yakhe ngaphansi kwesiphoyisa futhi esebenza kumacala kusesha amacala lapho ke yena abaphuqi abantu ethizeni ke bababuze babahlabe noma mhlawumbe babaphenye ngemibuzo ke lapho ke uma ngaba umuntu letha ke ufakazi uthize kubona noma mhlawumbe ulwazi oluthize kubona ke yena wasala nje udaba emuva lolwazi lolu kade alithola mhlawumbe yebo information le kade bemtshela nakho uConstable Zungu bese wamlekelela uConstable Zungu ethizeni ke alethe ubaba wakhe kuyena ke.
Thank you, President. Now, you decide not to ask him any further question. I assume on that day, you then parted ways and started to make some follow-up with regard to how would you come into contact with the father in order to corroborate what what Constable Zungu has said.
Athi uyasho ukuthi ukuthi ngelanga lelo awukazi ukumbuza imibuzo kepha ngemuva kwalokho ke naxhumana ucingweni nomhlanje nenza ke indlela lazo ukuthi nixhumane ke lapho ke ngenhloso ukuthi akulekelele ekuthizeni ke baba kungamthola kanjani ke ekuthizeni azohambisana nale nkulumo ekade akutshela yona.
No, Mr. Matsanga.
My apologies, Council.
Yeah, Mr. Matsanga, I'm not saying there was a telephonic conversation. All that I'm saying is that subsequent to this meeting, that is after this meeting, they then parted ways. After having parted ways, then Brigadier Kininda embarked on a process to try and corroborate what Zungu had told him. And in that process, Brigadier Kininda also met Zungu's father.
Athi asukuthi nasha isilungiso lapho ke futhi naxhumana ocingweni kepha ngemuva ukuthi nihlangane ilanga lento lokuqala ke lapho ke nehlukana futhi ngemuva ukuthi nihlukane bese nahamba ke uhambo lokuthizeni ke umnomzana uZungu akhona ukukusiza ekuthizeni alethu baba wakhe kuwena ke ngemuva ukuthi alethu baba wakhe bese baba wakhe azohambisana nale nkulumo le kade uyizwile eqhamuka ke kumnomzana Constable Zungu.
After our meeting, my lord, it is correct that subsequent to our meeting, efforts were made to find the father. The corroboration part, I'm just not sure, between the first meeting with Zungu to the time we met his father, if there was much except trying to locate the father, because that was the focus of my investigation, to say we must embark on this process of him convincing the father to come forward because it was clear that the father is not willing, or rather that they were not thinking of exposing the father to the police. The impression that I got, my lord, during the investigation is that they thought it would be enough for Zungu just to communicate. This is now Constable Zungu, and that's it. So really the effort between that point up to the time, I can safely say around the 12th of November, prior to the 12th of November, because I know in the 12th of November 2019, there was a meeting that was supposed to take place. It didn't take place. On the 13th, when it took place, that's when the father was confirmed that he will come on the 17th. And it's on the 17th when we now had a statement under oath from his father implicating accused 1 and 2, that the cold case analysis then zoomed in, because now we had evidence, we had statement from Zungu. It was just an information, and I might say, my lord, there were a lot of information coming all over from different factors which were following up. So it was really that where we had a statement under oath for the first time was on the 17th of November 2019 from Absalom Zungu, and then subsequent to that we zoom in now deeper in terms of the cold case analysis, and I've testified as to what transpired with the cases that involve accused number 1 as well as accused number 2.
Athi nanoma ungasenza nanoma bahamba uhlelo lwabo lokuhlangana nobaba kaZungu lapho ke athi yena ke into kade isemqoka kuyena ke ukuthi ke bafince noma bathole kubaba kaMnumzana Constable Zungu ke lapho ke futhi bamlethe la kubona ke ngoba noma mhlawumbe bamtshele ukuthi kumele ukuthi eze la kubona ke mhlawumbe yebo bamsiza mhlawumbe bamtshele ukuthi izinto azikubona ke ngoba ke ukhona komhlangano kade uhleliwe ukuthi uhlale ngelanga la nge-12 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2013 ka-2019 kepha ukaze wenze kumhlangano lo ke sagcina behlangana ngelanga la nge-13 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 ngesikhathi behlangana ngelanga la nge-13 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 kulabo bamcela khona ukuthi akeze ke futhi ngelanga la nge-17 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 ethi izinto ikhuluma ke mayelana nenkulumo le kade yena ke ufakazi ayizwile eqhamba ku-Constable Zungu ke bese ubaba wakhe ahambisana nayo futhi abhale isitatimende sakhe ngaphansi kwehlelo lwesifungo noma mhlawumbe ngaphansi kwesifungo ke futhi kade khona ke ulwazi oluningi oluqhamuka kubantu noma kwindawo ezahlukene.
Thank you, Brigadier. Now, subsequent to this meeting, which you had at the offices of the National Commission, did you go back to your team and say, hey, dear good people, this is the information that I have with regard to the case that you are requested to investigate? In other ways, did you have the courtesy to go and give them a report back? I'm referring to Ramohali, Buthelezi, and Makubo.
Bathi ke ngemuva komhlangano waxoxe lapho kuma-office National Commissioner ke noMnumzana uZungu ngabe wahamba waya kulaba kade usebenza nabo kule thimba lakho noma iqembu lakho ke lapho kufika ubatshela ukuthi ke unolwazi onalo mhlawumbe unolwazi osule ulitholile mayelana lecala leli kade ke nilenza nisearch niphenya lapho ke abo Ramo Holo abo Buthelezi futhi labo Makubo.
Yes, so my lord, at that time, my recollection, I know that the cracks between us and the other team was already there, but we were not out of communication. And I do know that this particular information, I did share it with Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi and Makubo, and I'm referring to the other team. The team that was obviously part of the cold case, it was a given. I did tell them because they were part of us. But the other team, this is now... well, there was really one team, but obviously then, we're then divided because of different views. Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi was informed by me because I shared, and I know that subsequent to that, they may have spoken to Constable Zungu, but I did share that information because we were still in speaking terms, although with different views, as well as Warrant Officer Makubo. Insofar as the information of Constable Zungu, that yes, I did share, and as well as the team that was part of the cold case team unit.
Athi yebo khona lapho ke wabatshela ukhumule khona nje yena kwatshela uLieutenant Colonel Buthelezi mayelana nolwazi lokho kepha yasho khona ukuthi iqamaqembu wabo kade behlukile ngendaba ukuthi kade bengaboni ngasonye lapho ke kepha besenza icala leli ke lapho ke namhlanje kade bengaboni ngesonye yebo kade bengaboni ngasonye ngesikhathi besenza ukusesha kwabo icala leli ke kepha yasho ukuthi yebo wakhuluma nabo wabatshela ke futhi no-Warrant Officer Makubo naye uqiniseka kamtshelile mayelana nolwazi lolu kade alithulile.
In addition, my lord, I also briefed the National Commission because I had to give a feedback, as we're reporting this matter directly to him. So I did give him a feedback of the interaction and obviously the briefing that he got continuously until he left office.
athi futhi ngogcwele wagcina futhi yatshela ke uNational Commissioner kade ekhona ke ngesikhathi leso ke malana nolwazi lolu ade alutholile ke lapho ke ngoba bavama ukuthi bamtshele ke malana nakho konke kade bekuthola ngesikhathi.
And in addition to this, my lord, because I'm putting the people that I've briefed, in addition to this, at the time when Brigadier Perumal was involved, because he was senior to me, I also briefed him about this, and that led to the meeting of him going with me to meet Constable Zungu on the 13th of November 2019. So that's the person also, because he was appointed by the National Commissioner as the lead, with these differences, and he was the most senior person, senior to me. So I briefed him as my senior and the leader at the time in terms of this investigation.
Athi ngesikhathi esenza usesha kwicala labo watshela ke futhi lapho ke uBrigadier Perumani ngoba kade kena ke induna kade khona ke ngaphezulu kunaye kade enesikhundla uPerumani uBrigadier Perumani esingaphezulu kunesakhe kufakazi lapho ke uyashithi wamtshela mina nodaba lolu ke futhi ngesikhathi wohlangana lapho noConstable Zungu ke bekahambisana naye noma bekakade ehamba naye.
Yes, those are the people I informed, my lord, the team members.
Athi ibona ke abantu beqembu lakhe la leli awabatshela.
Thank you. You rest assured, I will not get into the reason for there being two teams that were investigating one matter.
Athi ngokwesiqiniseko ke ngeke agxinize kudaba ukuthi kungana kade khona amaqembu amabili ke phakathi amaqembu amabili lawo kade asesha icala elilodwa.
That could be for another day.
Athi mhlambi into esingabuya futhi sikhulume nosixoxe ngelinye ke ilanga.
On the 13th of November 2019, what necessitated this meeting between yourself, Zungu and Perumal?
Bathi ngelanga la nge-15 zakaNovemba ngonyaka 2019 yini ke into eyaphoqithile nihlangane wena noBrigadier Perumal futhi nomnumzana Constable Zungu.
My lord, as I've said, Brigadier Perumal at that time was appointed as the senior person to lead the team. There was really, like I'm saying, one team. But I'll park maybe the other part. But it's really one team under one command, and that instruction from the time we incepted in 2018, my lord, to date, has not changed. I've not seen a correspondence from the previous National Commission and the current one, whom I report this matter to, where he's saying there are two teams. This team is meaning my team, and there's another team investigating this matter. There was one team that was appointed. I was appointed as the lead investigating officer, and I'm carrying this matter. That's the position. No other team is carrying this docket. The original lies with this team. So the other notion is really not correct, my lord. But coming to the question of Advocate Mnisi, as I've said, Brigadier Perumal was then appointed. Now, in discussing the investigation plan and the evidence that we had, I made mention of Constable Zungu, and subsequently then wanted him to go with me to follow up, because I did tell him that what is outstanding at the time was to get a collaboration, or the so-called the father that was mentioned by the member, so that we can see if it takes us forward. In the endeavor to find the father and going through General Shabane telephonically, and then Constable Zungu was found, and a meeting was arranged first, my lord, for the 12th of November, which did not materialize, between ourselves, Constable Zungu and Brigadier Perumal, and subsequently then the meeting of the 13th of November 2019 then took place, and that is where for the first time Brigadier Perumal saw Zungu. And then this meeting was then, as I said previously, it was successful, because in that sense he then said, yes, I'm managed to convince my father, I can arrange to bring him over to give you the statement, and that's how we moved forward, my lord.
Athi kufakazi lapho ke kade kungekho amaqembu amabili kade kaseshiqala kepha iqembu kade likhona ke sesiqala leli elilodwa ke kade kuqembu elilodwa ke lapho ke futhi kade kuyena kumholi weqembu lelo ke kepha kade khona ke omunye futhi uzosiphoyisa ke uBrigadier Perumal kade kuyena ke kade amkhulu ke kunaye ke ufakazi ngokwesikhundla salapha esiphoyiseni noma ngokusebenza lapha esiphoyiseni, kepha ke naye kade akhona ke engxenye yokuphenya ke icala leli, noma kade yena ke amtshela malana icala leli ukuthi yini ulwazi alutholile noma yini ulwazi angalutholi. Futhi ukuthi kanjalo ke bekahamba areport lapho ku National Commission ngesikhathi leso ke futhi namanje usahamba areport lapho ku National Commission mana icala leli. Uyasho kanjalo ukuthi isikhathi sokuqala lapho ke ehamba nomnumzana uBrigadier Perumal uyohlangana ke nomnumzana ke uZungu Constable Constable Zungu ke kade kuyilanga la nge-12 zenyanga kaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 kepha ke ngebhadi noma ngeshwa ke abakaze bahlangane naye ke ngelanga leli la nge-12 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 kepha wagcina behlangana naye ke ngelanga la nge-13 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 ngenhloso okuthizeni bathole ke ukuthi ngabe le nkulumo kade abatshele ke ufakazi ke umnumzana Constable Zungu ke ihambisana nenkulumo kababa wakhe le kade athuzwe kubaba wakhe kungakho gcina behlangana nobaba wakhe ke lapho ke ngelanga la nge-17 zakaNovember ngomnyaka ka-2019 ekuthizeni ugcina bethola ukudaba lolu ke.
So the purpose for the meeting of the 13th of November 2019 between yourself, Perumal and Zungu, number one, was that Perumal should meet Zungu personally. And then number two, that Zungu should come and confirm if his father was willing to come and make a statement. Is that a correct paraphrasing?
Athi ngabe ukuzwe kahle ke ukuthi isizathu esaphoqa ukuthi ke wahambe lapho ke nomnumzana waBrigadier Perumal nomnumzana uBrigadier Perumal nehlangana nomnumzana Constable Zungu ukuthi benifisa ukuthi ke amtshele malana nodaba lolu alizwe ngobaba wakhe uphuzu lokuqala lelo ke. The second one,
and the second one is that for Zungu or for Perumal to meet Zungu personally, in person.
Bese ke elesibili ukuthi ke lapho kuBrigadier Perumal ahlangane nomnumzana uConstable Zungu mathupha.
No, that's not it's close but not accurate, my lord. Brigadier Perumal, as I said, my lord, was the lead was the senior person. I was still appointed as the leader, but because of his seniority, then he was leading. I shared this information with him and he assisted in going down to Constable Zungu as part of the investigation approach. Not to say he must just meet him, there was no essence. Just to say the lead that I have at the time, this is it. And this lead is still outstanding because I don't have the father. And as I said, my lord, then there was a struggle of me finding Constable Zungu. Hence, I had to go through his commander because I knew at the time that he was reporting under General Shabani. So the effort of getting to him first was to follow up on what he told us with Brigadier Perumal. And I said Brigadier Perumal then met him for the first time in that meeting. And then subsequent then to that meeting, then the arrangement for the father then came up. Brigadier Perumal may have asked him a few questions or so, I don't remember vividly, my lord. But the essence of it from my side was that there was this outstanding information of the father. Let's follow it up, and then it was then taken further on that day, my lord.
Athi lokusho kwafana ngamashina lokho kepha akusenjalo ke ngoba yasho khona njalo thina ke lapho ke wahamba nomnumzana uBrigadier Perumal ngoba kade kuye kade amkhulu kunaye malana nesikhundla sokusebenza kepha kufakazi umnumzana uBrigadier Gininda kade kuyena bekahola ke iqembu leli lokusesha ke icala leli ke futhi yasho khona njalo lapho ke kade engamthuli kahle ke umnumzana Constable Zungu ke lapho ke noma ubaba kaConstable Zungu futhi kulapho enza khona ke inzamo zokuthi lapho ke agcine iqhumana nomnumzana kade ku General Commander General Ule Shabani lo kade kuyena umnumzana uZungu kade areporta kuyena ke emsebenzini ke futhi bese kwaba uye kwabalele obasiza ekuthizeni ugcine bethola ke lapho ke umnumzana Constable Zungu.
So in essence, my lord, we went to him as part of investigation. I simply unpacked what transpired, but the essence of it was investigation, my lord.
Athi ngogcwele baya lapho ke kuyena ke njengeqembu kade lisesha ke icala.
I'm done, my lord.
Atuqedile.
Thank you. So, on the 13th, what in essence happened is that Zungu confirmed to you that his father was willing to come make a statement about those allegations that Zungu mentioned when you had a meeting with, when you met at the office of the National Commissioner. And it was for the first time that Brigadier Perumal met Zungu in person on this date.
Ushuthi ngelanga lela nge-13 ke lapho ke kade ngisenza ke uhambo inhloso yomhlangano wenu bekwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi umnumzana kuZungu atshele malana nezinsolo lezi kwabakhe kade anazo ke malana nabasola becala leli ke futhi umnumzana Brigadier Perumal bekaqala ukuhlangana nomnumzana uConstable Zungu mathupha.
That is the essence of that meeting, my lord.
Athi yebo kunjalo ke.
Thank you. Then 4 days down the line, which is the 17th, Zungu, the senior, as now Constable Zungu's father, has his statement taken. Not so, according to you.
Athi ke malana nawe ke asuthi ngemuva kwamalanga ke amane lapho ke kula ubaba ka Constable Zungu namthola ngalo ke ilanga lelo ke bese wabhala statement sakhe.
That is correct, my lord. Yes, that's correct, my lord.
Athi yebo kunjalo.
Now, the circumstances under which the statement was made, what happened was, did you go to Zungu's father where he was staying? I don't know where he's staying. Did he come to your offices? Also met in the office of the National Commissioner? What transpired? What happened?
Bathi malana nokuthatha statement sakababa kaMnumzana uZungu ngabe kade sisangaphansi kwesimo esinjani ngabe nashayela nahamba naye la kade ahlala khona ke noma yena weza ngaphansi kwamahhovisi wenu noma nahamba naye ngaphansi kwamahhovisi we-National Commissioner.
So the first part, my lord, no, we didn't go to his place of residence. Constable Zungu brought him to the office of the National Commissioner, and that's where the statement was taken. At that time, the former National Commissioner was no longer sitting at Telkom Towers, but he was sitting at Maupanaga around November. So, and my office was also there. So, but we utilized the ballroom of the National Commissioner, where the statement was taken by me. In the absence of Constable Zungu, we simply introduced him, and then he left, and then I interviewed him and took the statement.
Athi ke ufakazi lapho ke umnumzana Constable Zungu owaletha kubaba wakhe lapho ke kumahhovisi aseMupanaga kepha ke ukhumule khona ukuthi National Commissioner kade engasahlali ngaphansi kwebhilidi noma ngaphansi kwamahhovisi aseTelkom. Yebo kade behlala ngaphansi kwehhovisi aseMupanaga kula khona ke wamletha ubaba wakhe uZungu lethi ubaba wakhe khona ke lapho ke bese yena ke wahamba wena bangena ngaphakathi kwegumbi la Commissioner khona ke lapho ke ngesikhathi lesi bathatha statement kaZungu sababa kaZungu uZungu okuyindodana kababa wakhe kade ngekho ke lapho.
Thank you. And part of the content of the statement was what Zungu narrated to you. That's now Constable Zungu, when you met him in the offices of the National Director some time ago.
Usuthi ke ingxenye statement lesi sakababa kaZungu kade ihambisana nenkulumo le uZungu akutshelana ke ngesikhathi lapha ngaphansi kwamahhovisi we-Commissioner.
Yes, in the sense that his father confirmed that, you know, he was privy to this misunderstanding and that the names of accused 1 and 2 were sort of like mentioned as the people involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. In that context, yes, it was confirmed, my lord.
Athi yebo khona ke lapho kunjalo khona ke la wakhuluma khona ukuthi baba wakhe kade akhona ke ngesikhathi endeni kaMsolo oqala futhi noMsolo wesibili ke kade benengqoqo mpikiswano bengabone ngasonye lapho ke malana nento yena awayizwa ngesikhathi eqhamuka igama la kaMsolo oqala futhi noMsolo wesibili ukuthi bona ke banesandla ekusoneni kukaSenzo Meyiwa.
Thank you for that. You know, I'm going to ask you this question as a matter of a principle. Now, I've read so many papers. I can't remember whether I came across a statement of Zungu's father or what. But be that as it may, this is the question I'm going to ask you. Now, did Zungu's father, I take it when you interviewed him, before he made a statement, you had an interview with him, not so?
Bathi ubaba kaZungu ngaphambi ukuthi kabhale statement sakhe lapho ke wena ke waba nenkulumo naye akusenjalo?
That's correct, my lord.
Athi yebo kunjalo.
And the statement that he made followed the interview which you had, and it was basically a confirmation of the content of the interview that you had, not so?
Bathi ngemuva ukuthi ube nenkulumo naye kula wabhala khona ke statement sakhe ngesikhathi ubhala statement sakhe kade usaziqiniseka sokuthi lokhu akutshele khona ngesikhathi benikhuluma ke kuyahambisana nalokho bhala ku statement sakhe akusenjalo?
Yeah, in a sense, my lord, but remember the interview is not as formal as you will get when you interview suspects. it's basically the person gets introduced to you is not a suspect. So you are more on the receiving end. You get introduced, and then you obviously put question that you have a reason to believe that he's got knowledge about this matter, and then the person starts talking. Then that discussion confirm what Constable Zungu told me, and then the next question, are you willing to make a statement to this effect and possibly then testify if the defense call you? The answer is yes, and the statement gets taken down, my lord. So that is the flow. So it's not like you first record word for word the interview, because you're dealing with someone almost like in a position of whistleblower, is bringing information. So you open the door for the person to tell you everything they want to tell you, and then obviously then formalize the arrangement by taking the statement. The arrangement is formal, my lord, but when I say formalize, in other words, you take it down now and then the person will sign.
Athi yebo kunjalo kepha ukhumule khona njalo mothatha istatement somuntu oletha ke ulwazi kuwena ke sehlukile kunestatement sakamsola lo sozama usika kumsolo wakhe lapho ke ekuthizeni kumbuzo imibuzo besaphendule ngombuzo umbuzo besaphenduleke athi la kuyafana ukuthi wena ke sekuvuleke isandla sakho lapho ke kepha ke isandla sosivulile kuyathola khona ke ulwazi mana nodaba lolu akulethele lona ke umuntu loyo ke futhi bese ngemuva uthi akutshele ke ulwazi lolo bese siyambuza ke imibuzo uthi ngabe uyimisele yini ekuthizeni uthatha istatement besathi yebo akanayo inkinga bese futhi umbuzo uthi ngabe uyimisele ekuthizeni uze ngaphambi kungosi enkantolo uthi ubufakazi bakho uma ngabe inkosi enkantolo mhlawumbe abameli enkantolo bekudinga ekuthizeni uzothi ubufakazi bakho bese wathi yebo kunjalo ke bese ngemuva kwalokho soqala kwabhala istatement sakhe ke bekepha bekangabhali umuqa nomuqa mhlawumbe igama ngegama ngesikhathi sizobhala istatement leso.
Brigadier, I hear what you say, but is it not the best practice rule before you take down somebody else's statement to have an interview with them to find out if that which he's about to give in his statement relates to the case that you're investigating, rather than just to say, hey, come, just right, without making some preliminary inquiries about the relevance of that which he had come to see you about.
Athi njalo ukuthi umuntu uma afika lapha ngaphansi kofisi lakho ke mhlawumbe uma ofisi wenu ngaphambi thathe istatement sakhe kumele qale ibe nenkulumo oqala la nekhuluma khona ke bese emuva kwalokho ke bese ubhala lokho kade akutshela khona ke ku statement sakho ke kepha awuvami ukuthi woza lana ngesikhathi uthi maqedwe ukuthi woza lana kumuntu bese ke qala uyabhala phansi.
Yes, my lord, it is more of a procedure. As Advocate Mnisi is saying, you can't just write, because you need to know whether the part that wants to be communicated to you is relevant or not, or whether if someone is reporting a crime, there are elements of a crime there or not. So you will start there. The mere point I was trying to get across, my lord, is that it is a different approach when you're dealing with a witness than when you deal with a suspect. When you deal with a suspect, the questions that you're putting forward prior to the taking of a statement, the statement when you write it, must be recorded in terms of the answers. So that process is formal, it's written down, let me put it that way, from the beginning. Because when you say, I'm going to be asking you on this page, there's a question, there's an answer, question and answer, and then subsequently, you then get to the part where the person will indicate whether he wants to make a statement or choose to remain silent or discuss it with his attorney. And that is now in relation to the suspect. When you speak to a witness or a whistleblower, someone who's coming forward with information, you can't sit down and start recording things. We don't have such a form for witnesses. You give a person a platform, you will obviously record, like in the DARO 2019, that you've met this person, interviewed this person, and that is a session of the direction. Then subsequently, you will then take a statement, which is what I've done, my lord.
Athi cha akusinjalo ke kepha ukhumule khona nje mothatha istatement sofakazi ke lapho akufani nanoma uthatha istatement seyiboshwa noma istatement sabasolo wakhe ngoba ukhumule khona nje mothatha istatement seyiboshwa noma istatement sabasolo wakhe kula khona ke kunemkuhlala phansi namuntu bese urecorda phansi le form leli likhona lapho lama wona statement la kunemibuzo bese ngenzansi kwesikhala sombuzo ke kunesikhala sikhona ke lapho la khona ke impendulo ezatshela zona ke uma ubuza kumsolo imibuzo ke lapho ke kepha ukhumule khona nje uma uthatha istatement somuntu okulethela ke ulwazi malana necala noma nonento ayaziyo malana necala lelo ke la khona ke yahlukile indlela abasebenza ngakho indlela abavama ukuthatha istatement ke sabasolwa ke ngoba yasho khona nje lapho ke akukho ke umbuzo okhona ke lapho kepha wona uvama ukuthi ulalele inkulumo yakhe bese aqala kubhala phansi ke lokhu lolwazi lolu sube akutshela khona ke akutshela lona ke loyo muntu loyo.
Thank you, just a second. Thank you, Brigadier. Yeah, no, here it's understandable that you would not have had to have a piece of a paper and pen and write the question and the answer, and the question and the answer, and the question and the answer as though we are interviewing a suspect. This is a witness, but all that I wanted to find out is that at least there's a preliminary interview that you have with him in order to determine the relevance of his story to the case that you're investigating, not so.
Athi yebo uyakuzwa futhi yabonga ke ushuthi lana ke wona ke akusila bophatha khona ke ikhasi bese nepen bese ubhala phansi bese ubuza imibuzo bese ubhala phansi ke la sikhuluma khona ke ngofakazi ufakazi lokho sikhuluma ngaye kula khona ke uzeke esikhathi esiningi uvame ukuthi ke umbuze malana nolwazi sele ulitholile ekuthizeni kajobelele lo lwazi bese ahambisane nalo.
That is correct, my lord.
Athi yebo kunjalo.
Thank you, sir. Now, I refer to Zungu's father as Zungu the Senior, so that we don't mix the two Zungus. Now, when you had this interview with Zungu the Senior, did it occur to you that, not really occur to you, did it come out from his statement or the interview that you had with him that he bore first knowledge of this incident of there being a friction or a fight, people who ended up implicating accused number 1 and 2, or that he was narrating something that he could also have heard from somebody else?
Bathi ngesikhathi ke ukhuluma oqala nobaba ka Constable Zungu ke lapho ke ngabe yaqhamuka ke na ukuthi yena ke lapho ke kade kulethele ulwazi lento yena ke ayizwa mathupha noma wakade kulethele ulwazi lento kade ayizwile ngomunye umuntu lapho ke equketha umsola oqala nomfuthi nomsola wesibili.
My lord, my recollection, I think he also mentioned someone, so it needed to be confirmed again from him. But the names, as I said, of accused 2, 1 and 2 came up. But I know that there was an individual, from my recollection, that he mentioned, and I testified about this individual and the efforts we made to find a person to come forward. But the relative, especially one of the relatives, who adamantly refused, to say, look, he doesn't want to get involved because the fearful of reprisal that will occur. So I know he made mention of someone which we followed, but the person was not willing to make a statement.
Athi yebo khona ke kunjalo aqhamuka amagama igama likamsolo oqala futhi igama likamsolo wesibili kepha khona ke igama lomuntu othizeni ke lapho ke nalo laqhamuka lapho ke kepha bazama ke bona ke inhlelo zokuthi bathole kumuntu othizeni lo wesibili ke nakuthi abe khona ke nalo ufakazi bakhe ke kepha wathi na kuyasaba ukuthi ke futhi wanqaba futhi wathi yasaba ke kuthizeni eze abe ufakazi ngicala.
Yes, but my question is still stands, Brigadier. Now you're answering about somebody else. My question is, did he mention that, you know what, I was there when this friction was happening, when this fight and a dispute, let me call it a dispute, yes. I was there when when the dispute happened, wherein accused number 1 and 2 was implicated, or did he say, you know what, I got this information from somebody else that there was a dispute where the name of accused number 1 and 2 came up about them having been involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. That's the difference that I want us to give a dichotomy to.
Athi manje kunomahluko afuna afisa ukuthi awuthole la kuwena ke ngabe ubaba kaZuka Constable Zungu wathi kuwena ke kade akhona ke ngesikhathi kade imindeni lemibili umndeni kaMsolo oqala futhi nomndeni kaMsolo wesibili kade ungabone ngasonye futhi wazizwela yena inkulumo leyo mathupha ngesikhathi eqhamuka khona igama likaMsolo oqala futhi negama likaMsolo wesibili noma yinto awathi yena ke uzwe komunye umuntu.
My Lord, as I've said, my recollection, and one, I wanted to get to the statement so that I can then be specific, but my recollection that he mentioned one of his relatives, and that is why there was a need to get this person who would have closed the chain. So it wasn't, and I'm talking under correction, my Lord, but my recollection, it wasn't something that he had a first knowledge of, as Advocate Minister is saying.
Excuse me, Brigadier, excuse me. I'm puzzled. Please, the court, man, there's a noise that is coming somewhere here. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's disturbing me. I can't follow the Brigadier. There's a koro somewhere here. Please, if it can just be controlled. You see now?
Uyacela ke umeli ukuthi le ngqondo eqhamuka ngemuva ke ehle kancane engabikho ngoba yamphazamisa ekuthizeni kalalele ke ufakazi mara nengazi kodwa amtshela yona mhlawumbe na uphendula ke umbuzo lo kade bembuza wona.
Yes, it is disturbing. I wonder if you've got a court order here, just to keep order here. There's a noise that is coming. I don't know if somebody's scratching the desk or whatever. It's taking away my concentration from the Brigadier. Can you please? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Brigadier. I'm sorry to interject.
No, it's fine, understood, Advocate Minister. So I'm saying, my Lord, insofar as I recall, there was a person, one of the relatives, who was involved, and I think if my recollection is correct, he then would have had the first-hand information, which then he shared with his brother. What I don't recall is whether Absalom Zungu had this specific part from him or he arrived later. I don't recall. But what I know, the first-hand information, there was someone, in other words, between Zungu Senior and the actual information, there was someone in the middle, and this is the relative that I'm talking about, where I say he literally refused to come forward in fear of his reprisal when we engage. So there was someone, but if I can get to the statement, my Lord, because it's very specific, he signed it and he indicates what transpired. But what is very clear is that the knowledge that was brought to him is that accused 1 and 2 were involved in this matter.
Athi lapho ke khona ke umuntu othizeni ke omndeni ke lapho ke uyena ke umuntu oqala kade anolwazi lokuqala kade analo ke malana icala lihle bese ke wahamba washela watshela ubhuti wakhe malana nolwazi lo kade ke azizwile bese ulwazi lugcina lifika kubabo wabo ke lapho uZungu Senior usuthi omkhulu omdala ke walomndeni ke lapho ke bese kuyena ke waqhamuka weza ngaphambili ke bese waletha ke ulwazi lo kade ke alwazi futhi umuntu othizini lo wathola ke ulwazi uqala ke ngesikhathi athi khona kungabone ngasonya phakathi kwale mindeni emibili ke yena wanqaba ukuthizini ke eze ngaphambili bese aphane ngestatement sakhe noma enza bhala statement sakhe ke bese abuye futhi azothula ufakazi bakhe wathi ngasaba lokho.
So, Brigadier, the information that you got from Zungu the Senior is that there was a person who he got this information from, who implicated accused number 1 and number 2. You're just not certain about the name for now.
Athi ke manje ushuthi wena ke ulwazi wathola kubaba kaZungu ke lapho noma uZungu omdala ke ukuthi khona ke umuntu othizeni owaqhamuka esithi yena kunolwazi manana icala leli futhi la kade eqhukethwa khona kumsolo oqala futhi nomsolo wesibili.
My Lord,
Kepha unasiqiniseko segama okwamanje.
Can I then be allowed maybe to get to the statement, because I want to assist Advocate Minister, but and I know I can hear where he wants to go, but I'm
going nowhere, I'm here.
No, I'm saying about the question, where you're going, because you want me to indicate what he told me. So I want to assist, but I can't recall specifically what he told me. But I do know it's contained in a statement of Mr. Absalom Zungu.
Manje kufakaza ecela ukuthi inkosi enkantolo imuphe nje isikhathi alekelele umnomzana Advocate Minister ekuthizeni kathula istatement lesike sakababa uZungu Absalom Zungu ubaba kaCosta Zungu ke la athi kubhalwe khona ke malana nodaba lolu ngaphakathi kwestatement.
The statement says exhibit triple U of Absalom Zungu.
As it is a court, my Lord. And this is not out of disrespect, my Lord. I did not bring my whole laboratory, the library. Yes, I did not bring all the papers here, my Lord. Otherwise, I would have been expected to bring more than 20,000 pages at a go. So I will rely from the assistance from the state, my Lord. But I think, my Lord, on that note, I feel that it will do no harm if I request that we adjourn for the day and then we'll take up the aspect tomorrow morning, because it's already 20 minutes past 3, my lord. If we can just park the bus now, not that Mamelodi Sundowns or Orlando Pirates or Kaizer Chiefs, but if we can park the bus now and then we'll continue about it tomorrow, my lord, I think it will do no harm. That will also serve to give Tigatia Kilinda a bit of a breather and myself a bit of a breather, my lord, because I realize that I don't know what is happening. It's like I'm experiencing some muscle pull. I keep on stretching my leg. I don't know what is happening.
What?
Some muscle pull, I'm a cramp.
You talk with your mouth, or you're kicking the ball.
Mother?
I say you speak with your mouth,
Yes, man.
or you're kicking the football. Why don't you let him check the statement there? Because he wants a name, he forgets the name.
Yes, mother. I think this process again will enable him to do with in the comfort of his environment rather than to be in the witness box and paging pages there that are going to affect the microphone. It's like, I think let us afford him the decency and the respect for
How
him.
long is that statement? I thought it's 2 pages.
It is 2 pages, my lord. I
I
dealt
recall
with
that
it
statement.
during the trial within trial. It's 2
Yeah.
pages.
2 pages.
It's 2
So
pages.
let's deal with it.
It's 2 pages.
Check that name if it's important for your evidence.
But nonetheless, my lord, I think I will also need to check it as well. Because as I'm saying, I did not bring
Me, I
on.
know it's 2 pages.
I can't remember it myself, my lord.
Yes. Mr. Numa, you see, that's surprised. Then I tell you how many pages.
Yes. Yeah, so the last part, my lord. Okay, yes. So it's okay. Let me just go through it. Yes, the name that I was referring to, my lord, is Mpekiseni Ntanzi. That is an individual that I said between Absalom Zungu Senior and the actual information. There was the name mentioned, and that person is Mpekiseni Ntanzi.
Athi-ke lelo gama
Well, the last time we engaged him, my lord, around 2020, was still alive. I do not know now, my lord.
bathi igama lalo muntu othizeni wathola kulwazi iqala ke umbhekiseni intanzi bese ngemuva kwakho uthathola kulwazi lo bese watshela kubaba kaZungu ke igama lalo muntu loyo ke umbhekiseni intanzi igama lakhe manje inkosi enkantolo beyibuza ukuthi ngabe usaphila yini athi ufakazi ngesikhathi baxoxisana naye noma ngesikhathi belikhulumisana naye kade aphila ngomnyaka 2020 manje akazi.
Thank you. Now, just to wrap up on for today on this aspect, is that Zungu the senior got what he told Zungu and what he told you from this Mpekiseni Ntanzi.
Manje uqedela udaba lolu udaba lolu shuthi ubaba kaZungu kaConstable Zungu ke uZungu omdala ke ulwazi lolalithola bese watshela ke uZungu ngemuva thatshela kuConstable Zungu bese wabuya watshela wena ke shuthi ulwazi lolithola uqhamuka kuMbhekiseni Ntanzi.
Yes, who is relatives, my lord? They're all relatives. So he was told, the context of my understanding, he was told as an elderly to come and intervene in resolving the dispute. So Zungu Senior is a relative to Ntanzi. So he was talking about his brother. The statement also explained that they are relatives. So it was told in that content of saying elders must come together to resolve the problem. So that's how it was brought to him insofar as he told me, Manuel.
athi yebo kunjalo futhi bonke labantu laba ke umndeni ke odwa ke futhi kade khona kungabona ngasonye bese kwabombhekiseni intanzi bambiza ukuthi akeze ke awuxazula kudaba lolu ukuthi abantu laba kade bangabona ngasonye kungakho yena kubaba kaZungu kwagcina sekathola ke ulwazi lo.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, I'm requesting for an adjournment up until tomorrow.
Are you available tomorrow?
Yes, I am, Manuel.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, I am, Manuel.
Okay, tomorrow then.
Kuyafasa
I don't trust him.